Police say the Taunton middle schooler who allegedly shot another boy was reportedly being cyberbullied. So we went to the local expert on that topic to ask about bullying and the violence that can stem from it. When Dr. Elizabeth Englander heard about a Taunton boy allegedly shooting another boy in an apparent cyberbullying situation, Taunton police say a group of boys had been bullying the shooting suspect on Facebook. When they showed up at his house on Monday, police say he got a rifle from a locked safe in his house and shot.
Caleb Sharp has been accused of gunning down a classmate and wounding 3 others during a rampage at a Washington State high school. Sharp, a 15-year-old, told police he wanted to teach everyone a lesson about what happens when you bully others. The court records state Sharp was a troubled teenager and had been in the care of a school counselor for suicidal ideations or thoughts.
The father of a knife-wielding 14-year-old shot by a cop as dozens of high school students looked on is coming to his son's defense. He was being bullied, the dad writes on Facebook. He brought the knives because he was gonna be jumped, and he was. The school knew of this and failed to act. The shooting took place at a high school in Reno, Nevada.
Back up! Back up!
You can see the teenager flailing around and failing to obey an order to drop the knives.
Bro, he just shot the kid.
Shots fired with a student down.
There was 2 juveniles fighting. One had a knife. He's the one that's down.
As you can imagine, in a high school setting, there were cell phone cameras everywhere.
Parents cried and hugged their children outside Chardon High School after a student opened fire in the school cafeteria during breakfast. 1 student is dead and 4 injured.
We feel so disheartened.
A teacher may have saved lives by running after the suspect.
One of the teachers happened to chase the shooting suspect out of the building. Immediately at that point, our officers entered the building, went to the 5 injured students that were injured, and got EMS in there right behind the door behind them.
Police say there was just 1 shooter and that he turned himself in. Students who witnessed the attack said there was chaos, with people screaming and running down the halls. 1,100 students are enrolled at Chardon High School, about 30 miles outside Cleveland. Parents describe it as a tight-knit community where everybody knows each other. As SWAT teams rushed to the scene, teachers ushered the students out of the building and into the elementary school across the street. Parents lined up outside to collect their kids.
Our teaching staff did an excellent job in a very horrible, traumatic experience this morning.
Officials say the victims are 4 boys and a girl. One witness said he recognized the shooter as an outcast who may have been bullied. Since he's a juvenile, police have not identified the suspect, but they say they have his handgun and they're running a background check to trace where and when he got it.
And a funeral is being held this morning in Florida for Rebecca Sedgwick. The 6th grader committed suicide last week. Authorities say she suffered nearly a year of cyberbullying. As Michelle Miller reports, more than a dozen of her classmates could be held responsible.
Last Monday, 12-year-old Rebecca Sedgwick climbed to the top of this abandoned cement plant and jumped to her death.
I'm here right now today to be angry because my daughter's no longer with me, and angry because of these bullies continuing to bully.
Freddie Avila says his daughter Rosalie hung herself and left a letter for him to find, saying she couldn't take being bullied anymore. But even after news spread that Rosalie committed suicide, family says students still made fun of her, posting this image of her face near a grave online, mocking her death.
A sheriff in Florida has arrested 2 girls ages 12 and 14 on felony charges of aggravated stalking in a case of cyberbullying.
Teen cyberbullying, we know it's a very serious issue. It continues to affect families across the country in many heartbreaking ways, like our next guest, whose recent tragic loss has his family standing up in hopes to force change and also ensure what they went through never happens ever again.
Brady was a senior in high school.
About a year ago, she came to me about being bullied.
People first started bullying my sister because of her weight, calling her ugly.
Poor slut, you shouldn't be on this earth, you don't deserve to live. At first, she would respond, well, okay, that's fine, and she would just laugh it off. The bullies found a way to make a fake dating page on social media soliciting sex.
They put her phone number on the pages. The calls would keep coming and coming and coming. It continued for months.
She would just normally just brush off all the bullying. She always said, I got it, Dad. I'll take care of it. we got a text message from Brandy.
That said, I love you so much. Please remember that, and I'm sorry for everything.